Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel English with SHYAM Sir, and I am your SHYAM Sir. You are watching the English channel English with SHYAM Sir. I have a very important article awaiting. This article came on Hindu newspaper editorial column very recently. First couple of minutes I will spend time to explain the article in a very simple language, followed by some important vocabulary that I have found in the article, and also if possible I will try to share with you some important grammar related structures useful for various competitive exams. Here we go without further delay. This article is with the name Cart Before the Horse. So listen very carefully to my brief explanation about this article. But the name itself has the entire meaning. Cart before the horse. Lot of people don't prioritize the things properly in their lives. In a very simple language, cart before the horse means doing the things in a wrong order. Imagine someone bought a cart but he didn't buy a horse. What is the use? Cart and a horse together will serve the purpose. So, cart before the horse is it is actually a very important idiom that carries the meaning doing the things in a wrong order. So, what is this article about? This article is about police sometimes, in some cases, arrest people without proper evidence, and after arresting them, they start searching, they start investigating, they start trying to find the evidence. This is problem number one. This is not new. This is one of the very common problems, yes, in the country. Police arresting people without evidence and then trying to find the evidence. Problem number one. Problem number two. There is something called bail. Yes, we all have the constitutional right. We all have the criminal procedures. We all have the IPC section. So we have the provision called bail. But sometimes, despite the fact that there are some provisions given in the so-called laws, common man sometimes is deprived of bail. Sometimes, even though he is eligible to get the bail, for some XYZ reasons, the bail is rejected, the bail is denied, or the bail gets delayed. Point number three. Already in the past also, many times, Supreme Court has emphasized on these problems through various judgments. There are some instances given, there are some examples mentioned in the article about such judgments, where Supreme Court clearly said, safeguard the personal liberty of a common man. Don't arrest anybody without proper evidence. During the arrest, the police must be able to record the reasons for the arrest. If the reasons are really not valid, it is definitely not a right thing to do. So, these 3 points absolutely convey the whole meaning of the article. So, this is actually not a simple problem, friends. It's a serious problem. It is not a small problem. Because arresting somebody is, yes, that too without evidence, is very painful. Because when someone is arrested and after he or she is released, it definitely affects his or her mental status. It disturbs his or her confidence levels. Sometimes the personal character also is assassinated, reputation is gone, and so on. So the moral values or the moral confidence is lost. So definitely judiciary, and yes, judiciary should always try to safeguard the respect and personal liberty of every common man. So this is a beautiful article that talks about this. Police should not or cannot arrest people without evidence. Let the evidence be found first, then let the arrest happen. That is the reason why the title says cart before the horse. Don't do the things in the wrong order. In this context, there is a separate law which has been enhanced. there is a separate law which has been invoked. That's called bail law, bail act. Okay, right. I believe that this is a very easy to understand article, very easy to understand article. Anybody can understand it just at one go. Without further delay, there are some beautiful English vocabulary and grammar related points to be shared with you. Point number one, yes, cart before the horse itself is a beautiful idiom. What is meant by cart before the horse? Like I have said, doing the things in a wrong order. Doing the things in a wrong order. See, two recent pronouncements. What is meant by pronouncements? In judiciary language, when I use the word pronouncements, it's all about judgments, announcements. Okay, two recent pronouncements means two recent judgments. Chalo. Now, let me try to share with you 10 beautiful vocabulary at least from the paragraph. Yes, this is the example like I have said, Satyendra Kumar Antil versus CBI. During this case, Chief Justice of India and even the Supreme Court has emphasized on the same point. Arrests cannot happen without having a proper evidence. Okay. Anyways, now let us see if there is another important vocabulary here. This is another important vocabulary. Has bemoaned the injury to personal liberty. So, Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana has bemoaned the injury to personal liberty. If a common man is arrested just because police doubt him and despite that there is no proper evidence, his or her personal liberty is definitely hurt. So, Chief Justice of India has bemoaned this fact, bemoaned this process. So, bemoaned means feel bad about something. Bemoaned means feel sad about something. Okay, feel bad about something, feel sad about something. I'm sure hasty is something everybody knows. Don't do the things in a hasty manner. Hurdles, problems, obstacles. Hurdles is a very simple word. Now, this is something very interesting. See, prolonged incarceration, such a beautiful word, my dear friends. Prolonged incarceration. What is meant by the meaning of this word? Prolonged incarceration. Incarceration means keep somebody into, control, like a kind of imprisoned. Incarceration means keep somebody under control, not allowing him or her to go out. So, incarceration is arrest. In a simple language, imprison. So, sometimes what happens is without having a proper evidence, sometimes he or she might be, put in incarceration, that too for a prolonged, for many days. So, which is definitely not right. So, prolonged incarceration. Incarceration means imprisoned. So, what is meant by regime? Regime means period, time, right? Regime means period and time. Regime means period and time. So, then let us see. Yes, I think see this sentence. This sentence is really beautiful. See this sentence. However, it is an irony in the courts. Irony, what is irony? Opposite, exactly the opposite. I want to do something, but something else happened, which is exactly the reverse. I want to do something, but exactly something opposite happened, and I said, what is this irony? Opposite, okay? Courts batting for personal liberty. Batting means what? Trying. Batting for personal liberty means trying hard to safeguard the personal liberty. So, batting. Indiscriminate arrests. What is meant by indiscriminate? Indiscriminate. Discriminate is divisions, differences. Indiscriminate is without any partiality. Without any partiality. Deny. Yes, deny is a simple word. Oppose, reject. Deny is a simple word. Oppose, reject. See, the verdict reiterating the. What is meant by reiterate? R-E-I-T-E-R-A-T. Beautiful vocabulary. Reiterate. Repeat. Say something repeatedly. Okay, say something repeatedly. Say something repeatedly is called reiterate. See, like I have said, this is the example here. For instance, the bench has called for standing orders to adhere to. What is meant by adhere to? Strictly follow. Adhere to means strictly follow. Adhere to means strictly follow. Arnesh Kumar 2004 principles based on sections 41-41A of the Code of Criminal Procedure. So we have a Code of Criminal Procedure under which we have section 41 and 41A, and based on that they have some rules designed with the name Arnesh Kumar 2014 principles. According to these rules, there are some fixed rules to be followed about the bail act, bail rules, but which are not being followed strictly by the police every time. Sometimes this is being deviated, correct? This is being ignored, right? So let me end just by sharing with you a few more important words from the paragraph. Yes. So I think every word here, most of these words are very well known to us. Anticipatory bail, actually, it is a very good judiciary term, very commonly known to us. But anticipate, what is anticipate? Predict, expect. So when I say anticipatory bail, it means expected bail. Anticipate means predict, expect, anticipate. Underscore is a fantastic vocabulary. Underscore means give importance. Underscore means highlight, like underline, underscore, give importance to somebody, give importance to somebody. Okay. So fleeing justice. Sometimes what happens is, bad people also can escape the punishments. Good people might be, stuck in this loophole. So fleeing justice. Fleeing means escape, run away. Do you remember very recently I was talking about an article where Sri Lankan Prime Minister, Sri Lankan, leaders, try to run away from the country. That's where we use the word flee. Flee means what? Run away. Such a beautiful vocabulary, mooted. What is meant by mooted? This is the last word for today, okay? Mooted is what? In an interesting contribution, the bench has mooted a separate bail act. The bench has mooted a separate bail act. So actually in United Kingdom, my dear friends, in United Kingdom, there is a separate bail act which has some rules about bail, and now likewise Indian courts have always earlier also suggested to have a separate bail act. So mooted means suggest, mooted means suggest, mooted means suggest or raise for a discussion. Mooted, suggest or raise for a discussion, suggest or raise for a discussion. So I think there are still a couple of words, but yes, these words really are going to help us in our competitive examinations. So like every day I am trying to give you some exercise which will help improve the proficiency. Now I would like to just give you 3 words from this article. Vocabulary number 1 is, I can say 3 words really impressed me very much. So 3 words really impressed me very much. So they are, one word is mooted, mooted, mooted. So friends, I want you to study this word mooted and create your own example and send your example in the comment section, because mooted is a very nice word, my dear friends. So again I am giving you the word fleeing. Flee is a very simple vocabulary, right? Flee means what? Run away, escape. And then let me give you another word. One is mooted, one is fleeing, and let me try to give you one more last word for today. I am trying to give you a good word and I want you to create a good example with that also. Okay, so what word shall I give you, friends? One last word. Yes. Okay, incarceration. Wow, incarceration. So mooted, fleeing, incarceration. 3 beautiful words I have given you. Work on them, study them, create good examples, send your examples in the comment section. This is all about today, and I am sure this article analysis is useful for you and the vocabulary is going to help you so much. I hope the session is interesting, and keep sending your comments and feedback and queries. That will help me to help you. And yes, all the best, and signing off, your SHYAM Sir.